Myths are born from fear, uncertainty, and wonder at our place in the universe. Gods are created in humanity's image, reflecting our struggles, hopes, and dreams. Yet while most are relegated to stories, a few are said to have never left. All over the world, legends speak of divine beings who still walk the earth, hidden in plain sight. They appear in dreams, carry strange powers, and watch over those who seek them out. Could these tales be rooted in reality, or is there something more to them? Today, we delve into the realm of myth and folklore to explore 5 ancient gods said to still walk among us. And coming up at number 4, a god with an eye on the future. 5. Osiris, the undying king of the underworld. He rules the underworld, guides the dead, and offers a second chance at life. In the vast pantheon of Egyptian gods, few are as enigmatic and influential as Osiris. This god of the afterlife, fertility, and rebirth was not only a central figure in Egyptian religion, but also one of the first deities to be associated with death and the underworld. Depicted as a mummified king wearing a green beard and holding a crook and flail, symbols of his role as a shepherd of the dead, Osiris was revered as the supreme ruler of the afterlife. His wife, the goddess Isis, was the embodiment of magic, and her son Horus represented the pharaohs on earth. But what makes Osiris truly unique is his association with the idea of resurrection. According to Egyptian mythology, Osiris met a grim demise at the hands of his jealous brother, Set, who chopped him into pieces and scattered them throughout Egypt. Despite this, Isis, through her magical powers, managed to resurrect Osiris momentarily to conceive Horus. This myth served as the foundation for the belief that Osiris could grant new life even after death. It was believed that when someone died, their soul would travel to the underworld, and there Osiris would weigh their heart against the feather of truth. If the heart, symbolizing one's deeds during life, was found wanting, it was devoured by the goddess Ammit, dooming the deceased to a life of torment. However, if the heart met the divine standard, it was allowed to pass, and the individual was granted eternal bliss in the field of reeds, a paradise reserved for the righteous. For centuries, this belief gave Egyptians hope that despite death, there was a possibility of renewal. They constructed elaborate tombs and preserved bodies meticulously to ensure that Osiris would recognize them upon their arrival in the afterlife. The annual flooding of the Nile, which enriched the soil and ensured bountiful harvests, was seen as a direct result of Osiris's influence. This cyclical death and rebirth of the river mirrored the Egyptian belief in the possibility of resurrection. Even today, echoes of Osiris can be found in the ancient ruins scattered across Egypt, in the hushed reverence of the Dead Sea Scrolls, and in the lingering hope for an afterlife free from suffering. Number 4. Odin, the wandering one-eyed god. He seeks knowledge, wields a powerful spear, and rides a magnificent 8-legged horse. High up in the halls of Valhalla sits Odin, the supreme ruler of Asgard, chieftain of the gods and the all-father of the Norse pantheon. Revered as the god of wisdom, magic, poetry, and death, Odin's influence extended far beyond the realm of the gods. Often depicted as an enigmatic wanderer, he roamed the earth disguised as a human, seeking wisdom and knowledge. These journeys often took him to distant lands and strange realms, where he encountered beings both divine and monstrous. Odin's thirst for wisdom led him to make great sacrifices. Perhaps his most famous act was the hanging he endured on the Tree of Wisdom, Yggdrasil, for 9 nights. This harrowing ordeal allowed him to gain profound knowledge, including the runes, the ancient Germanic alphabet imbued with magical powers. This act of self-sacrifice highlights Odin's dedication to his pursuit of wisdom and his willingness to endure great hardships for the greater good. Odin's wisdom was not just theoretical. He used his knowledge to guide and shape the destinies of mortals. He is credited with instilling law and culture among humans, teaching them how to build ships, forge weapons, and navigate the complexities of society. Odin's guidance is sought after by heroes like Beowulf, who called upon the gods' aid in his battle against Grendel. Despite his wisdom and power, Odin was not immune to loss. He lost one of his eyes in a wager with the dwarven god Brokar. This story emphasizes Odin's role as a god of sacrifice and highlights the high cost of gaining knowledge and power. Odin's wisdom, however, transcended even this great sacrifice. He continued to be revered as the supreme god of the Norse pantheon, guiding the other gods and watching over the mortals he had helped to civilize. Number 3. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered god who promised to return. With a head adorned with feathers and a heart full of wisdom, Quetzalcoatl stands as one of the most prominent figures in Mesoamerican mythology. Revered by the Aztecs and other Nahua-speaking peoples, this feathered serpent deity held immense significance in their religious beliefs and daily lives. Known as the god of the wind, Quetzalcoatl was believed to control the winds and was often invoked during times of drought or to ensure safe passage on journeys. He was also considered a bringer of light and civilization, credited with teaching humans essential skills such as agriculture, the use of tools, and the creation of calendars. The legend of Quetzalcoatl is deeply intertwined with the mythical city of Tula, which the Aztecs believed was the birthplace of their civilization. It was here that Quetzalcoatl is said to have bestowed knowledge and culture upon the indigenous people. However, Quetzalcoatl was not just a giver of gifts. He was also a fierce warrior. Depicted with both a warrior's and a priest's attributes, he was believed to engage in battles with his fellow gods and even with the forces of darkness. His main rival was Tezcatlipoca, the god of night and sorcery, with whom he had a complex and often antagonistic relationship. Despite his formidable nature, Quetzalcoatl was also associated with peace and harmony. He was seen as a symbol of balance, keeping the world in equilibrium between the forces of good and evil. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of Quetzalcoatl lore is the prophecy surrounding his return. It was foretold that he would come again from the east, heralding a new era of peace and prosperity for the Mesoamerican civilizations. This prophecy had a profound impact on the indigenous peoples, shaping their beliefs and influencing their interactions with the Spanish conquistadors who arrived in the 16th century. Many saw the conquistador Hernán Cortés as the embodiment of this prophecy, believing that he was Quetzalcoatl returned. This belief led to both cooperation and conflict as the indigenous people navigated the complexities of their encounter with the Spanish. The legacy of Quetzalcoatl continues to resonate in modern times. His image adorns temples, his name inspires communities, and his teachings serve as a reminder of the rich cultural heritage of Mesoamerica. Number 2. Shiva, the eternal destroyer in disguise. With 4 arms, a third eye, and a serene yet powerful presence, Shiva stands as one of the most revered deities in Hinduism. Known as the supreme god of destruction, he is responsible for dissolving the universe at the end of time so that it can be reborn anew. Yet Shiva is more than just a destroyer. He is also a creator, a sustainer, and a transformer, representing the cyclical nature of existence. To understand Shiva's role in Hinduism is to delve into the concept of Dharma, the cosmic order that governs the universe. Shiva's duty is to uphold this Dharma by ensuring the universe does not become overpopulated or stagnate. His destructive aspect is not one of malice, but of necessity, allowing for renewal and balance. This might seem contradictory, but it is in this very paradox that Shiva's greatness lies. He is formless, and yet he has countless forms, each representing different aspects of his divinity. He is both transcendent and immanent, existing beyond the universe yet dwelling within it. This duality is reflected in his many names, such as Pashupati, the Lord of the Beasts, and Rudra, the Ferocious One. Shiva's association with destruction does not imply chaos or aimlessness. destruction in Hindu cosmology is not the opposite of creation. It is, in fact, its complement, an essential part of the same process. Just as a caterpillar must dissolve before it can be reborn as a butterfly, the universe must be dissolved before it can be renewed. Shiva, as the destroyer, is the agent of this necessary transformation, ensuring that the cycle of creation, preservation, and renewal continues. And now we reach number 1. 1. The Green Man, nature's hidden spirit in the modern world. He is found in forests, fields, and ancient ruins. He may appear as a face in the bark of a tree or a whisper in the wind. Some say he hides in the shadows, waiting to be found. The Green Man is an ancient spirit deeply rooted in nature, folklore, and pagan tradition. Revered as the personification of nature's bounty and the cycles of life, death, and rebirth, he is celebrated as the guardian of the natural world and a symbol of the interconnectedness of all living things. Unlike many other deities, the Green Man is not confined to rigid iconography. Instead, he is depicted in a variety of ways, often as a human face surrounded by leaves or emerging from a floral wreath. This fluidity of representation allows him to blend seamlessly with nature, becoming one with the trees and fields he calls home. The origins of the Green Man are shrouded in the mists of time, predating written history and making him a figure of immense cultural and historical significance. His roots may be traced back to prehistoric times, when humans first began to cultivate the land and live in harmony with nature. Over the centuries, the Green Man has evolved and adapted, incorporating elements from various cultures and beliefs, yet retaining his core essence as a symbol of nature's enduring power and wisdom. Despite his ancient roots, the Green Man remains a relevant and powerful figure in modern times. He is celebrated by those seeking to reconnect with nature and live in accordance with its rhythms. In an era marked by increasing disconnection from the natural world, he serves as a reminder of our intrinsic bond with the environment. His presence can be felt in the rustling leaves, the blooming flowers, and the gentle breeze, inviting us to recognize and respect the sacredness of nature in all its forms. And there you have it, a glimpse into the world of ancient gods who some believe still walk among us. Do you believe in the existence of these gods, or are they merely figments of our collective imagination? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating tales from the realm of mythology and folklore. Until next time, keep an eye out for the divine in the mundane, and remember, the gods may be closer than you think. Thanks for watching.